Some people live, and the world barely notices. Their name is forgotten, their stories fade, and their life leaves almost no trace. Then there are those rare individuals whose presence lingers long after they're gone. People still talk about them, their lessons are still taught, and their actions still inspire. It's not about wealth, fame, or talent. It's about the legacy of impact, how they treated people, what they stood for, and how they showed up consistently in ways that mattered. Today, we're uncovering why some people are remembered for generations and how you can create a life that leaves a lasting impression. Legacies aren't born from grand gestures alone. It's the hundreds of small choices, being kind when it's inconvenient, staying honest when it's easier to lie, showing up when no one is watching, that add up to something unforgettable. Even a single compliment at the right time, a silent favor, or a small act of courage can ripple outward in ways you never see. Over years, these actions build a pattern of reliability and respect that people remember long after a person is gone. Small deeds stack silently, but their impact is magnified by consistency, creating a story people feel connected to. Talent might make someone famous for a moment. Integrity ensures they are remembered forever. People forget what someone could do, what awards they won, or how fast they ran, but they never forget how someone made them feel, safe, respected, inspired, or cared for. A life built on principle, even when unnoticed or unrewarded, becomes timeless in memory. The remembered ones are those who chose what was right over what was easy, even when it cost them personally. Integrity isn't flashy, but it creates trust that echoes through time. Life is unpredictable. Challenges are inevitable. Some crumble, others rise. Those who are remembered display courage when it matters most, not for applause, because doing the right thing demanded it. Courage under pressure isn't just physical bravery, it's standing by your word, defending someone who can't defend themselves, and making decisions others shy away from. History doesn't remember the cautious, it remembers the resolute, the people who acted when everything was on the line. This courage becomes the anchor of a lasting legacy. Being remembered isn't about recognition or fame, it's about influence, the quiet, invisible power to shape minds, guide actions, and improve lives. The people who leave lasting impressions do so by lifting others, inspiring change, and leaving wisdom behind. Their words and actions ripple beyond their immediate circle, and their influence continues to grow even when they are gone. Legacy isn't measured in numbers or titles. It's measured in how many lives you touch and how deeply you touch them. Those who truly are remembered give freely, without expectation of recognition. They share knowledge, time, resources, and love quietly, often unnoticed at the moment. Yet the effects of this generosity spread far beyond their reach, creating ripples that outlast them. People remember the ones who helped when it wasn't convenient, who supported without asking for thanks, and who left others better than they found them. True generosity doesn't chase applause, it creates a lasting mark on hearts and minds. A life remembered is a life that taught. People who leave a legacy share their knowledge, guide others, and mentor without seeking credit. Through teaching, their values, skills, and mindset continue to live in every person they inspire. Mentoring isn't about authority, it's about impact. Each lesson, story, or piece of advice becomes a thread in the tapestry of someone else's life. Over time, these threads form a pattern of influence that continues long after the teacher is gone. The remembered aren't those who avoided failure or discomfort. They are the ones who faced challenges, learned from them, and adapted along the way. Resilience is what makes a life worth remembering. It turns setbacks into stories of strength, mistakes into lessons, and chaos into clarity. Those who can bend without breaking, adjust without losing themselves, and rise stronger after every fall leave examples that inspire generations. People recall not just their victories, but the way they endured and overcame adversity. People remember authenticity, not appearances. Pretending to be someone you're not may earn temporary admiration, but it rarely creates lasting respect. Those remembered are unapologetically themselves, honest, consistent, and genuine. Authenticity builds trust. It makes connections real, and when your actions align with your values, your presence leaves an impression that can't be faked or erased. A life remembered is a life that connected deeply with others. People recall not just what someone did, but how they made them feel. Those who understand emotions, respond with empathy, and navigate relationships with care are the ones whose names are whispered fondly years later. Emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's the bridge between actions and lasting memory. It allows a person to touch hearts, not just minds. Finally, the remembered leave a part of themselves in something bigger than their own life. It could be a movement, a company, a family culture, an idea, or a tradition. They create something that continues to grow, inspire, and influence long after they're gone. When your life contributes to a greater purpose, it doesn't just get noticed, it gets remembered. And that is the ultimate form of immortality. You don't have to be famous to be remembered. You just have to live intentionally, act with integrity, show courage, lift others, and leave a mark that matters. Every choice, every interaction, every moment counts. Start today, because the legacy you leave is built one small action at a time, and it will echo far beyond your years.